everyone, welcome to a brand new video. It's been a long time since I've made a video. Today I wanted to talk about Bradford Barker's brand new project. Brand new as in it came out like a month ago and it's taken me this long to write the script for it. I'll go over a brief introduction. Death Snail, or more specifically Bradford Barker, is a musician who you should know basically everything about if you watch this channel, but he's a musician based out of Boston who's made well over like 50 albums at this point, released and produced them under many different names, some of them being masterpieces in lo-fi and experimental folk and alternative rock. I guess that's the best way I can categorize him. Or they can be incredibly long and damn near impossible to sit through, like The Freed Snail. Whether or not you like Brad's albums, which I've had my fair share of opinions on his albums, most of them pretty positive, there's something amazing about the sheer number of albums that Brad's made. So in a way it's fitting that after tens of lo-fi releases, Brad would sit down with Gavin Kane and make a set of newly recorded mid-fi recordings of some of his classic older work. Mixed and mastered and recorded by Gavin Kane. Saves the Nation by Bradford Barker and Death Snail is the newest record released by the duo, and it might be their best. Compiling songs from Death Snail, Brad History Month, Jesus Christ Vampire Story, Kitty Fuckers, Slug Mother, The Garlic Bread Heroes, Pooh Hoy, and At Stan's Briss, and featuring the likes of Dewey Myron, Harry Baker, Jolene Gordon, and G-Man. This record is stacked with people and songs that will make your boots quiver, and I think it's appropriate to start off with the first song.
You tried to send in the hounds, but they already sent in me. I know you're trying to think I'm trying to finger my way across the city. So call an alternative force.
The song Dead Bird Shoebox opens up with Brad on the guitar, which is buzzing over soft notes over Brad's voice, and after some time the drums and the rest of the band come and fill out the instrumentation. Hearing Brad's voice in stereo is a bit of an adjustment since on previous records you could hardly make out what he was saying unless you had the lyrics in front of you. This time the words are so clear and the songwriting is so sharp that it makes you remember that Brad is an incredible songwriter. He just chooses to have his songs crushed and compressed and recorded on cassettes. The next song is a very recognizable song. It's called Songs About Other People, which is one of my favorites that Brad ever made. First time that I heard the fully mixed version, I was so happy. I love the way that the chorus comes in and you can actually hear the little harmonies of Brad's voice on it. It adds like a whole new dimension to the chorus, and you can really hear like the pissed off apathy of Brad's voice. It's so amazing. This song is one of the songs that straddles the line between being really pissed off and over it while delivering some of the most witty and memorable lines of any Brad song. For example, Bandcamp is like OnlyFans but free when you're writing songs about fucking someone that's not me. The next song is Can I Look in the Mirror, which is a somber song that has wonderful backing vocals by Jolene Gordon. This song is more of the same acoustic guitar and drums that was on like Dead Shoebox and on later cuts on the album, with a distorted guitar that sounds like it's playing root notes in the background. Really interesting callback to a song by Cock, which is another one of Brad's many artist names that wasn't listed, specifically the song 21st Century Love Song, which if you're a super fan obviously you would totally get. I'll just play that version right now. The next song is called I Just Can't Wrap My Noggin Around Girls and Women.
Despite all of my best efforts of studying underlying patterns, behavioral science is very far behind the analysis of girls and women.
This song is a cheeky song about not understanding girls or women. I like this song because of its twinkly chorus that is kind of like little ear candy. Brad plays with this character, or maybe a previous version of Brad, in which he is completely incapable of talking or having relationships with women, which I think is an unfortunately sad reality for lots of men. And I'm not entirely sure if Brad was trying to hammer that point in, or if he was trying to make fun of it, but nonetheless, the song is pretty good. The next track is called Horse Girl, and it's a little bit of a weird one. I like it because it's kind of tonally askew from the other tracks before, with dark pianos and distorted guitars over frantic drums, and the vocals talking about a girl who drowned, or died. I mean, it's elaborated later that she drowned. It's a strange song that has some good melodic moments on it, as well as a strong feeling of dread that comes with it. The next song is called Lips. Absolute favorites on the album. It's some of the most euphoric and best emotive singing I've heard from Brad in a while, but there is one thing that has puzzled me, and that's the lyric of, "And I can't come to the decision which lips I'd rather kiss of yours," which I'm not crazy to think that this insinuates that Brad is talking about having oral sex with a woman. Let's cut back to 2 songs ago when he couldn't even talk to one, but what puzzles me is not the content of the innuendo. It's really more the context. Maybe it's tapping into the initial thoughts of the horny brain, because Brad is very horny, as you can tell by his fucking albums, while also saying like, hey, I don't know if I want to kiss you or fuck you, but it's such a weird placement of the lyric. I don't think that it's wrong for Brad to have said this on the song, I just think it's a little funny, but that's kind of what it is about Brad's music. He's very openly vulnerable about his emotions, and that kind of even ends up in stupid ones, like this song. The next song is a pretty short one called We Are the Branch Davidians. If you don't know anything about this, the Branch Davidians, or at least the specific ones mentioned in the song, is referring to the Waco incident, which had David Koresh in it, who was a cult leader who believed that the world was ending, and so they had a shitload of fucking guns and stuff inside of their thing. The ATF tried to raid them, and then shots were fired, and there was a standoff for like, I don't know, 50 days or something. Anyway, it's a feedback-drenched cult rocker talking about the Waco standoff, and that's not much I can say about other records. The next song is called Innocent Fear. I don't have much to say about this album. I think that the chorus is the best part of it, but it's a bit drenched, and I think that the vocals are a bit low. I think that this is one of the weaker songs, but it's still good, and at least it's not 9 minutes or anything, it's only 2. The next song is called The Worms Are Back. This song is best if you just listen to it, but I know most of you won't, so I'll give you a brief explanation. When Brad was young, he turned worms into gum, and all kinds of crazy shit, and now the worms are back to haunt not only Brad, but the whole world. And thousands of years later, they have evolved into sentient life forms, and they are experimenting on humans, specifically like looking at their sins, or whatever that means. Anyways, the end. The next song is called Saves the Nation. I've been contemplating, but if I tried to, I might be able to save the nation. Though I'm 7 years into my soul, oh my God, I'm just I feel like this one was specifically made for the record, but I might be wrong because I don't have a fucking photographic memory of Brad's track lists. This song kind of sounds like a surf rock song that's about saving the nation, and it's one of the best songs on here. It's catchy and the guitars pop, everything is in time, and Brad sings a mean chorus. The next track is called New Dog. song is similar to Horse Girl because it's pretty dark and ambiguous. It's filled with little sounds and synths and maybe horns and pianos that really fill it out. It almost sounds like a Beatles song if it wasn't about hating dogs or something. That's the other thing. I don't really know what's going on in the song because I know that Brad said something about hating dogs, but I couldn't really understand the rest of the lyrics. The next song is called Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. If you watched my Death Snail 3 album review, you might have heard of this song because I mentioned it.
I can't deny, though God knows I've tried. If you play a stupid game, you're gonna win a stupid prize.
This is one of the most country songs I have ever enjoyed, but it's almost probably because I like the original a lot. Anyways, this song goes hard, and the banjo or whatever is just hitting the right spot. And Brad's louder, like strained vocals that he does on this I like it better than the original, which is mostly just kind of mumbled because it was recorded on cassette, probably in Brad's dingy room. The next song is called K-Hole. This song is really good, but it's hard to describe why. I think that the melody and the bass is what I love about it. And the lyric, I'd rather live in a trash can than see you happy with another man, goes fucking hard. That is a hard-ass lyric. The next song is called Hardware Blues. This song is the first real middle-of-the-road song for me. I thought it was fine while it was on, but I don't think I'm really going to come back to it too often. The next song is called Do You Remember the Last Time We Fucked? No, Brad, I don't. I like this song. I think when Brad sings in his voice, like this sort of higher singy voice, I think it really suits him. This is a nice ballad, and then at like 2 minutes it breaks into the full instrumentation. I think the payoff is good, but I was kind of expecting more. Still a good song, and one that I come back to hear Brad's little and the last song is called Biking Slightly High in Amsterdam. And when I first heard the song, I was like, what the fuck, is this the right album I'm listening to? This song is really strange. For like the first minute and a half, it's this piano song that is kind of dark and brooding, but also very nice. And then it breaks into these electronic beeps and boops, and definitely a drum synthesizer, which is... I don't really hear Brad using a lot of drum machines, so this, I don't think it's the first time, but it definitely is a weird thing to hear. And then it breaks into this rocker with more boops and beeps, and it gets really good. Just listen for yourself. And with that, the record is finished. So what are my thoughts? Well, I think it's the best thing that Brad's made. Now, I'm not saying that Brad will never make another good album ever again, but this just really shows how much power that Brad has. The songs are really good, and the production is just like at the right spot. And without compromising how weird the songs originally were, these just become better versions of those older songs. Now, I bet other people will think, well, I like the original because they're super like, you know, they're crunchy. But to those people, you have the originals, now I have my favorite versions. I give this album a 9 out of 10. Goodbye.